All right, so gentlemen, can you tell me how long have each of you been a member of Self-Advocacy Group?
Well, a month ago.
A few months ago, right? And Damon, you're one of our co-chairs?
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes, his job is like in the White House, kind of.
Yeah, you do. You're the leader of the group. You're one of our leaders. So it's kind of you in the White House. Steve, how long have you been a part of the group?
I've been part of the group since back in April.
Back in April?
Yes.
And Mike, you've been a member the longest, correct? How
Yes.
long have you been a member of the group? How many years?
Well, I started the self-advocacy over at the El Siegel Center.
So it was quite a few years ago.
Quite a few years ago, yes.
So what do you like about being a part of the Self-Advocacy Group?
Meet people, meet, or what's it? Meet people or take charge.
Take charge, meet people?
Yeah.
That's very important. Steve, what about you? What have you gotten the most out of the group so far?
Playing the A-team.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Why, I heard you say earlier that you joined the group on your own, correct?
Yes,
Why did you want to join the group?
because that way it'll help me feel better and that will help me get an outside job someday.
Very true. So do you feel like it helps you be more spoken, or how do you think it's going to help you?
I think more spoken.
More spoken.
Yeah.
And Mike, what about you? Why is this group so important to you?
Well, the group's important to me because you can go there and you can not be judged. You have the right to speak your point of view and mind, and that's something that is very important.
So, we've been talking a lot about language and how important language is. Can you, the three of you, would you mind sharing with me why using positive language is important to each of you? Specifically when it comes to when people are talking about your disabilities.
I said, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
What's important to you? Like when people call you different words, or how do you like to be talked to, Damon?
Like, look at my eye, so like, so something looking at this eye, my clear eye, so like, why is dude look his eye this way? I'm telling I'm born this way. If my mom gave this birth on the earth, so I'll make it this way.
Right. So just you want to be treated like anybody else, really, right? What about you, Steve?
Well, I try to have people treat me with respect.
Okay. What does that look like to you?
It looks like to me that people get in my way, like they won't let me do my job like it happened at DePaul's Bakery.
Okay, so that was disrespectful.
Yes.
So if someone's treating you with respect, how do you know? What does that look like?
It looks like if people are trying to treat me with respect, trying to be nice to me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Mike, what about you?
Well, I think that if you're nice to somebody else who's not nice to you, maybe being nice to them will change who they are.
That's a really good way of looking at it. Very, very empowering.
Yes.
Have any of you ever had a bad encounter where somebody maybe did call you by a bad word or label you because of your disability?
Not really, not me.
Not really? No? Well, that's good. What about either of you?
I've had a person who called me pokey in the past.
Okay. And how did you handle that situation?
I just ignored it.
You ignored it.
Yeah.
All right. Mike, what about you?
I've never really had anybody, say things like that to me, I think the way to handle it is just, if someone's, not nice to you, you can handle it by being nice to them, or you can just handle it by just ignoring them.
True. We talk a lot about the R word, and we have, in the month of March, it's, we don't want to use the R word anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Right? Why is that important, to not use that word?
That's a threat.
Yeah? How does it make you feel if you were ever to be called that, or?
And that's rude.
It's rude, right?
I think, to me, the R word, it doesn't matter if you have a disability or not. People can use it towards people that don't have a disability.
Very true.
And, you gotta, not, even though at times you want to think to say, you're being stupid or you're being, some other things, you kind of gotta hold back and just, think before you speak.
Right, and that's true of anyone,
Yes.
right? Has anyone ever put your disability before you as a person?
Me,
You?
yes.
How did that make you feel, Damon?
I feel like in school, I want to go through different classes every day. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to go through different courses, math class or English, art class. So always in my home, but I get bored. So
Do you ever feel like people doubt what you can do because of your disability?
sometimes
Yeah. That has to, how does that make you feel?
I just ignore it. I don't know. It's like,
You ignore it?
yeah.
So if you could give people out there advice about what's a good way, to talk about people with disabilities, what's something empowering people could say?
Just say, like if you're with somebody and you have a disability, but they don't, if you're on with them, what would be nice is them just to, treat you like any other person. That's all you can do.
Do you gentlemen agree with that?
I'm getting out of coat.
Yeah.
My favorite rapper say got one mic, one voice. So
Yeah.
it's got one voice. It's my own destiny.
Yeah. So before we wrap up, is there anything, that you feel is important for people to know about language and the importance
Well-
of using good language?
What's going on with these days, people, because people are being mean to people committing suicide, all this other stuff that's going on, I think that we should just stop all the hatred and just be kind. That's all you have to do is just stop the hatred and be kind and show others that they're equally important as you are.
That's really important, Mike. Very good. Good thing to wrap up with.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Good job, everyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.